Explain that to the insurance. Shift to third. He's definitely going to lose his license. Romania 2022. He didn't check, and he didn't even use his signal. You don't need 200 horsepower now, just one with guts. That comment was so funny that I posted it on Instagram too, where you absolutely have to follow me because I post a ton of content there every day. Others made it to the moon, and we... What else can he do to this guy except take his horse?
Why do you stay in Romania?
Uh-huh.
The best answer.
Uh-huh.
You caught him off guard, otherwise he would have known. Now he just learned he's in Romania. He stayed silent and kept his composure. He didn't understand the topic and was nervous. He wanted to steal his phone, but he changed his mind. He doesn't know, he's not from here. He's from Transylvania, he answered in the second part. He had a revelation. Really, what the hell am I doing here? Social assistance? Is he holding the hose or is it holding him? Give him a beer so he can pull himself together. Laziness fractured twice, interest dislocated. The Romanian's disease. You should have put him in the foundation too. It would have lasted longer. Manol, behave yourself, man. It still has signal drops. The construction site is working on it. Who glued dural to the hose with epoxy? Some skilled workers remain in the country, but there's no one left to work with. Hey, at least he's at work.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Greetings.
If Iohannis hadn't told him what to say, he would have stayed 3 more hours. You'd think they were taking a makeup exam when the teacher quietly talks to you during the performance. He can't remember if he locked the door at the Vatican. My colleague and I, when they're listening to us, I like the Pope's speech. Short and to the point, you'd think they were caught smoking. If Iohannis had said it, would they have said Social Democratic Party? Man, if he did that, he would definitely go down in history. Not as the best president, because he doesn't stand a chance anyway, but he would definitely go down in history.
The only things I used to take from my parents for Christmas were the money from their wallet so I could buy drugs.
A wonderful gift. I'm touched. Really nice gift. I also want a truckload of legal stuff. Thanks for the idea. I really didn't know what to get my parents for Christmas. Same here, boss. Professional MDMA fighter. Hi, I really appreciate your videos. When I grow up, I want to overdose too. At least that much. I got nostalgic, I swear. Those were the days. It made me tear up. At Christmas, be kinder. Donate blood. Be a hero. Give a unique gift. Well, do you realize what happens if this guy donates blood to you? It's your call if you want to take blood from him.
Rita, fluffy little sheep, for 3 days now you don't like the grass anymore and your mouth won't stop talking. Why is there a sheep at midnight in the middle of the road? More importantly, where is she going? At least I'm not walking home alone now.
Ioana, is that you, girl? Come home, I miss you. Why is that sign lying on the grass? Another question, was it tender? Good observation, I'm dying. You matched them perfectly. Thanks, I'll be at the Palace Hall next month. Legend says a good spit roast came out of it. Did you eat well that night? You bothered the people stealing road signs? That's not right.
Boss, I swear I didn't want to skip work, but I really got caught in the storm. Just look at this. I'll come in on Monday.
Was I the only one who saw that horse who was like, I could have sworn I was sleeping in the stable just 2 minutes ago?
I'll come in on Monday.
The wave comes and takes my horse, who wondered why Noah left him off the ark before the flood. Noah, nothing, the horse.
It's okay, I'll come on Monday.
Am I the only one wondering where that horse is now? Up in heaven. Horse, first time at the aqua park, horse point of view. The horse has accepted its fate, at least they won't turn it into salami anymore. No one, nothing, the horse taking a bath, seahorse, rest in peace horse. He still owes Jesus 30 silver pieces. He got more from his pension than from his salary. I swear this guy lacks a signed Bible. He was in the same class as Ioan Botezatoro at school. I finally found a contemporary of Iliescu. The candles on his birthday cake cost more than the cake itself. The man had 3 life sentences and served them all. The man witnessed the Big Bang. The man only goes to the museum to see his friends. He was Adam and Eve's babysitter. This guy pre-ordered the Bible. God forbid. He watched the sunset, eyes see, heart weeps. Wait until you see what he gives the seal tonight. The light at the end of the tunnel, the concept of all-inclusive on the Romanian seaside. She admires the sea, he, the gates of heaven. What he'd imagine doing to her. Cristian Tudor Popescu?
It's real work over there, but maybe also the diaphragm, the stomach, the duodenum.
The Day the East had a remix. God, you'd think he discovered the 8th wonder. It's clear, he's fallen in love. Poor guy, he wishes he could go back to the past, to when he was born. And he made the vaccine himself. Veterinarian, where did these wounds come from? Owner, it's more complicated. The fleas were bad-mouthing him behind his back. Error 404. The fleas forgot to pay the rent. When mom says, you eat him too. Fleas 1, dog 0. I bit the fleas so hard I made myself bleed. My moods in life. That moment when you get hungry and you don't know what to eat, but you're a smart guy and you'll find a solution. When I drink, I argue with everyone, even myself. When the lice saw how stubborn he was, they left on their own. Great comment. Congrats, Mihai. Point of view. Everything's going so well, there's no one to argue with. Self-defense? Meaning you're defending yourself from yourself. That moment when the tag on your shirt pokes you. Girls at that time of the month. Me, trying to fix my problems alone. Laugh if you want, but what if it happens to my ankle too?
After 3 days of frustration, I got so angry I bought myself an apartment in Dubai.
Oh, I hope I don't get hit by one of those nerves too. Does anyone have any nerve pills?
Where do you get those nerves? I can hardly afford a nerve-calming pill with mine. I got angry and bought myself an ice cream, and with the change, I got some Orbit gum. When I'm nervous, I clean the whole house. Aha, I'm too calm. That was the problem.
Out of nerves, I bought an apartment in Dubai.
And I thought you finally learned how to light the stove. I thought he bought himself a second-hand Skoda Octavia. Nervous, I bought myself cigarettes and coffee one morning. I didn't get angry because I can't afford nerves. If he had money, he'd buy them in Cluj. When I was upset, I'd just buy 2 cigarettes one at a time.
If I want to do something, I do it.
I'm always calm because I can't afford to get angry. Man, I got so mad. Anyone selling an apartment?
You took my life. Get on top of me to rub yourself better. Give it vertical engines. Those supernatural ones. Wait a bit longer. Kiss me on my belly button. And lower little by little, little by little, little by little. Fantastic because it's bombastic.
Bug Mafia off the beach, please. Tata is having war flashbacks. Look at the old man's dodge skills.
Give him vertical engines. Those supernatural ones.
That moment when you find a discount on power tillers, the guy on the left had his controller disconnected. Left versus right earphone when I listen to music. Original gangster Eastball looks so young. The old man in the green shirt needs to be taken to Romania's Got Talent.
Give him those supernatural vertical engines.
Me, after getting a 5 on the math test. Kids from this generation won't know what songs were popular back then.
The music from back then.
Why don't you play with the neighbor's kids? The neighbor's kids, I can almost hear him. In my day, we had fun differently. Just one glass, all right?
Give him supernatural vertical engines.
Borsec? It really is the water that works miracles. In that Borsec bottle, it's definitely not Borsec. Let someone say again that we don't know how to party. He couldn't change gears, that's why it was doing that. Ed, and Eddie at the prom. Grandpa, those weren't pastries? Never mind.
Give him supernatural vertical engines.
The cool kids of the class. Class of 1970. I think he's seeing which parts of his body still move. That's Grandpa. Live in the moment, live for now. That man used to drive his Mustang around the village. Everything is perfect, except there's no snow. That's all. It's funny and sad at the same time. Of course in Kalp Arashi. Harap Alb with the handbrake on. Elena, stand up straight. Feeding the horse hay that costs 9 lei per kilo. The horse is walking him, not the other way around. Stories from Stories from Hungarian folklore. Is he still alive?
Can you give us a few details? How did you manage with the horse to ride like that?
I managed with the horse from...
You wanted to do that, right?
Something normal.
Call Lester, a star. From 3 stars up, it's harder. That's what it means to be a mobster. Why didn't you stop to see what he wanted? Call the police quickly because the police are following you, a proper Romanian trick. I'm just wondering, why was he driving so fast? Exactly like in Los Angeles, just with a different scenery. When you play too much Grand Theft Auto, this is what happens. Like when you do the first mission. Point of view, you steal the electric scooter. Grand Theft Auto Vaslui. I want to see the video where he apologizes and says he won't do it again. When you commute to work every day, with diesel at 8 lei, we manage however we can. Now that's a real commuter. He went to get me a crate. You've been drinking, but you're an engineer and your wife is calling you home? Elon Musk from Vaslui, driven by an old lady from Germany. Ma'am, I'm running late because I'm coming by shuttle. I put in 20 lei worth of beer and I'm heading toward your heart. This is a real ladder. Your friends were disappointed when they found out what it means to come with a crate of beer. Mom, when are you getting your own car? Me. 04 rips up the asphalt. Those who study physics and math end up traveling far with the shuttle. When you're an alcoholic but you're useful. Leak for the new Need for Speed, gasoline 788, Dad? Physics Olympiad students be like the drunk guy from the mechanic's profile. After he finishes the box of inspiration. That moment when gas reaches 10 lei. Unleash your inner engineer. We have an article from Digi24 that says, boy from Romania forgotten by his mother in a parking lot in Hungary. They were returning by coach from Italy. What's even stranger is that this lady forgot him in Hungary and only realized her son wasn't when she was already in Romania. Kevin. And you can imagine the comments. Was I bad mother, George? My name is Silvio. God's garden is vast and the fence moves daily. Another episode from the Romanian family. Poor thing. What was she busy with? New maps had appeared in Candy Crush. Mom, you say? The next episode with Kevin alone in Hungary. He's in trouble if he doesn't know Hungarian. What a caring mother. She must be a stepmother. Maybe she had more kids. 5, 6.
7 kids. We were 7 kids. 6 kids, 7 kids. 8, 9, about 11. There were about 9 of us, 12, 13 when we were all together.
Home Alone, the Romanian version. The tables have turned. He'll lose her too when she's old. Forgotten.
Wow, it's so big. Are you crazy? You think it's a cat?
Come on, Laurentiu, come on, do something.
Laurentiu survived!
Look carefully, the Ninja Turtles must be around there too. See what happens if Daria doesn't put her head on the pillow?
Come on, put your head on the pillow, sweetie. Come on, if you don't, the boogeyman will come.
Others didn't have such a big lamb for Easter. Grow big, happy birthday, wishing you what you deserve and what's good for you. He should get a fine because where he crossed there wasn't a crosswalk. He's going to his office in Parliament, he has a meeting. You can tell by his size that he eats at the government, just like in Paris. Maybe he's married. Even the drivers were afraid to hit him. He stepped out a bit from the restaurant where he has his nest and got lost. Poor guy. I sent you an Instagram article about drug trafficking in France. The suspect was released after. The police dog ate the goods. And we'll have the comments you left on Instagram and a few from the post I originally found. If you also want to leave comments that will appear on the show, follow me on Instagram and I post clips there almost every week. Which dog? Snoop Dogg. And the teacher still doesn't believe me that my dog ate my homework. In 2022, even dogs are snorting. Now the dog is a unicorn at the beach on a lounge chair with a blonde dancing beside him, El Chapo's dog. The dog was paid by the cartel. That's the beginning. After that, he starts buying. That's why the dog is man's best friend. Now the dog finds drugs more eagerly. I think the dog was a Drogneerman breed. He hangs out with a bad crowd. Or maybe he saw it from his owners. Where can I find the dog? Bobita took the treat. Scooby-Doo is nothing compared to him. Not the hero he wanted, but the hero he needed? Good stuff. Even the dog couldn't resist. So even dogs can be bribed. I'm interested in the puppy. I'll pay the market price. I heard the dog made a deal with the dealer. Bravo, smart dog. My dog ate my homework becomes my dog ate the evidence. I was just wondering to myself, I wonder what the dealers in France are up to these days. See, a cat would never have done something like that. In fact, it might have even brought back another 2 or 3 kilos.
Hey, the horses don't want it when the wolves do. From wolves, we become tigers and tear apart any prey we catch.
May my son die if you get away with... Oh no, that's enough. Let's go to the car.
He ran out of letters with the last one. The clan of Jesus' mercy. What did the author mean by this quote?
May my son die if you get away with... Oh no!
The last one was good with words but no longer rehearsed. They got the hardest verse. From this whole video, I understood only one thing. They ran out of gas and pushed the car. Can I find a translation? They ran out of minutes for words. 8 times 3.
Oh no!
They were going to pick up the aid packages. This is an ancient threat. That's what our ancestors did 1,000 years ago.
The horses don't want it when the wolves do, man. From wolves, we become tigers.
So are you horses or wolves? Because I got confused. The horses don't want it when the wolves do. And that's how the story, The Goat and Her 3 Kids, ended. Zero turbocharged direct injection. He saw that gas is 7 lei. 8 soon. You made fun of him too. That moment when your hands get tired but you're Romanian and you manage anyway. How long have you been deaf-mute? Since birth, boss. Very clever. It works while sitting down. Human evolution is starting to show. A normal day in Craiova. The phrase, I won't get up from my chair, takes on a new meaning. I played with grandma's cut the same way. And they say Romanians aren't inventive? Someone should tell him he got the wrong illness. Fred Flintstone, 2022. And people who can't walk have to do sports.
Man, what kind of animals are these, man? Because I really don't know. Sheep, wolves, werewolves, seriously. Look how ugly they are, man. I really don't know what breeds these are, man. God forbid.
These ones don't ask you for food. These ones ask you for protection money. These ones don't give milk. They lend money with interest. Debt collector sheep from Craiova. I'd pray they don't bark. Well, these ones protect the dogs from the wolves, not the other way around. That moment when you leave the sheep in the pen with a bull. I think the wolf tried something different. These don't give milk, they give cheese and yellow cheese directly. Pitbull with wool. The dog had some habits too. Even physicists with 300 formulas wouldn't have managed. This should become an ad for home insurance. That's where the phrase "a bright new year" comes from. They brought New Year's Eve into the house. All things considered, what were the chances the window would be open too? We need people like this in the army. I think the neighbors had an explosive reaction. The holidays have entered his home. Those guys from Al-Qaeda will recruit you into their group if they see this video. But also those people with the window open in winter. Legend has it that an old lady used to live there. She used to live there. For those of you who have cars parked under the bridge at Otopeni Airport, their answer was, it was paint that fell on top of the dust. It should wash away with the first rain. So what happened? They painted the bridge in Otopeni and there were a lot of cars parked underneath. Cars that got painted along with the bridge by Durrell. And you can imagine, he comments on the post. Let them also announce when they use metallic grey, since my left rear door is slightly scratched. Thank you, has Durrell come back? But wait, was he gone somewhere? I thought Durrell was always on duty. They were supposed to have Social Democratic Party written on them. Durrell, tell us where you are now, so we can run away. Others pay a lot of money to change the color of their car, and this guy got the service for free. Nothing pleases a Romanian. Durrell, let's go for a beer. Who parked their car in Durrell's way? They could have added clear to. Kids would say it's fairy dust, like in the village of fools professionals. We work, we don't think. I also wanted a sky blue one. Who parked there? Didn't they see that Durrell is nearby? The future sounds promising. Every company has at least one Durrell employed. I have a request. When you use yellow, please let me know as well. With the money they save on parking, they paint their cars. That's karma. That's all that could be done. It's fine, no one can see me. I'll do something Romanian, a proper Romanian thing. Good people, we're making a quick detour for something I need to do. The passenger is checking whether to mess with the indicator or not. That's the trick from Băseni. These are the drivers recently hired by STB. Good luck. I was also in the intersection. It was 102 and the guy was used to the 202 route. Man, and here I swear I can't blame the guy. Think about it, driving for several years on the same road several times a day and then they change your route. Go ahead, it'll work anyway. You know, like they say in Bucharest, something tells me it's not the first time he's done this. So what? What did he do? Google Maps be like, who put that curb there? Nicușordan is to blame for the high curb. They fired drivers and hired painters and bricklayers. Never underestimate STB before the notice period ends. For 3 lei per ride, they'll even put you on a carousel. Now I understand why the curbstones get replaced so often. You sent another article, but I think someone else sent it to me on Instagram. It's from the Orange Facebook page. This image where it says, was it a foul or did he go for the ball? Again, you know, comments. The goalkeeper is to blame because he's standing in an unnatural position. It's not clear. The play should be replayed. It's clear that the goalkeeper wants to hit the sensitive area with his left fist. So self-defense, goalkeeper gets a direct red card, possibly for simulation. He dives face first into the striker's boot. Why was he there? And where's the ball? The goalkeeper is at fault because he jumped in with his fist to fight. The striker gets the credit. People want to see goals. The goalkeeper defended aggressively. Red card for the goalkeeper. He hit him with his head on the sole. What a tasteless question. Well, it's offside, not a foul. It was a knockout. Is the goalkeeper still alive? In other countries, maybe someone died. Romania. This is real Grand Theft Auto, bro. 5 stars on the Euroditch test. Point of view, you have 5 stars wanted and the police are chasing you. Tomorrow on OLX, no knocks, rattles, always garaged, flawless, needs no investment. Nobody, nothing, me on Grand Theft Auto Romania. It reached the highest speed in Dacia's history. Another Monday for Dacia. Veriku tuning, faster downhill than the acceleration. Signed Veriku, my physics grade. We're waiting for a TikTok for the guy who bought the Dacia from me. Fast and Furious set in Romania. It's been a long day. 15 centimeters of wire and it's as good as new. When that painkiller that guy gave you in the bathroom kicks in, Serba update. She started making moves even she didn't know. A popular one from the 90s, 3090. Daria, I'll hit you. Daria, Elena, stand straight. When I kept the change from the store and my mom didn't ask about it. If you play Manelli music for them, they scream in pain.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
Should we tell him? Smoking does not impact pregnancy. 21 years later. He drank Suika from Old County. The other day, while I was filming with 11, I think it was episode 3 of Intelligence Quotient Battle on the Street, who do you think we ran into?
It's good and natural. Want to try it?
Well, Matt is saying too much. We saw him on the street, we walked past him. When Populara goes wrong. The chicken after you cut off its head. You scratch your butt, but there are too many people around. When you need to scratch your butt, but there are too many people around. Hey, I told you guys you're awesome. You're really awesome. The Pakistani software has settled. Not even a fire makes that much smoke, which is why it doesn't snow here in winter. Petromedia software. If he overtakes, we can really say he smoked it. What did you put in the tank, boss? Black olive oil? I want to rent this smoke machine for a party too. How much does it cost? You know this isn't right, right? Where there's smoke, there's power. At least it doesn't make smoke. The Mokanitsa is child's play. I know a guy who does it cheaper. Move aside, Aladdin's coming out. So that's why it was cloudy yesterday. A Greta Thunberg. She put him on call. It's full of problems. It's awesome. He even had the window open. Everything turned out awesome. Good thing he didn't have an accident. It would have been better if he hit him. Even Manol is jealous. That's the last time in his life he doesn't check. How's it going, guys? Good thing it wasn't a sewage truck. If it had been a convertible, it would have been epic. That's why convertibles aren't good. Apply gel to prevent the windshield from getting scratched. And that's where the expression "the car is solid" comes from. He put the cement in the wheelbarrow. A solid tuning, a la Veriku. These things make you stronger in life. When the class nerd comes in and you have a test. When the only one who did his homework walks in. Back in our day, in high school, that's how the guy who brought sandwiches was received. The hanger is too small for the jacket. Hold his umbrella tightly so the wind doesn't blow him away. But what's the deal? Nobody's coming in. The chalk came alive. When someone wins at slots, what's he using to blackmail you? When your classmate brings food to school? See, that's what I'm saying, so it seems it's not just at our high school that this happens. He hasn't received his bread roll and milk in 4 years. And you guys are laughing.
I've never seen a chicken stand like that in my life. Are you crazy? Look at it. Hey, you too, the bodyguard chicken. Look how it stands and walks, bro.
Why doesn't she stand like the others, like that? And she stands like that.
Vertical chicken. The chicken was like, hey, do you know who I am? No, me neither. She stands straighter than I. She looks like grandma. I mean, she's black and ugly. Penguin undercover. In the background you can hear, help me! That's my cousin. I locked him in with the pigs. I saw a few myself. They were all standing out front at Fortuna, Verico Tuning. He wants to join BGS. Angry Bird 4, he watched documentaries about penguins.
You stand for this. Ha ha ha! Get lost, man!
That's how Grandpa's Dacia sounds when it's cold. Like, it turns over but it doesn't start. Grandpa when I used to make him laugh. There were parts left over when it was assembled. That moment when you have some gas left but the car won't start. With diesel it's even harder, it won't start. Maybe it has its own problems too. They became friends every time they came. They called them the dogs. Finally, brothers, come on in, welcome. And they say they're man's best friends. Beware of bad dogs. He would have been better off getting 2 geese. They're noisy when strangers come into the yard. Even the dogs betrayed him. Dogs recognize him. They've likely been there before, possibly in plain clothes as friends. Seeing they had weapons, they chose to act friendly. Based on their behavior, I tend to believe they were the ones who called the masked officers. It seems that the masked officers fed them better than their owners did. Or maybe one of them is visiting his wife. Let the masked officers come from Bucharest. The dogs greeted them. Go on in, he's in the living room. Now let's hear from those who say, I fed a man and a dog. An example that some dogs are smarter than their owners.
They say he's deaf and mute here. Ha ha ha. Well, what did you do, boss? You were supposed to be deaf and mute?
He forgot his role. He can only hear like this, just a little. Thank you for helping a deaf-mute person regain his hearing.
I can see.
I can see I have legs.
Me. Since when have you been deaf-mute? Him. Since birth, boss. He read your lips when you honked. You have a magic horn. You heal people of their problems. May God and the Holy Mother give you health. The deaf and the mute fought and this one came out. I'm okay, don't worry. Down. Wrestling after a month in Vaslui, Jackie Chan never did this. And that's how, son, I met your mother. Rey Mysterio thought he'd go to high school. Is the boy in yellow, okay? Mentally. See what happens if you don't wear your mask properly? The Berseni scheme. Entry through erection. From Assassin's Creed by Vaslui. Me and my brother, when we're home alone, why is no one talking about his jump? Well done, boss. Go easy on me, it's my first time. Him.
Hey, I don't know if this is okay, but there's smoke coming out of my laptop. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. Yeah, I turned it off and I see there's even more coming out.
Leave it, bro. Just put some rice on it and it'll be as good as new. Did you use charcoal instead because electricity costs too much? The motherboard is grilling. Where there's smoke, there's power. It's perfectly normal. Just throw a little water on it and it'll be fine. It's perfectly okay. That's how mine comes out of the stove too. He just took a cigarette break too. It's bluish gray smoke. Clearly it's from the turbine. Bring the sausages. It's okay, bro. That's how it cleans itself. A laptop with vape-like habits. As our parents say, for that kind of money, does it also cook for me? I think that's one of those expensive laptops. It might even be diesel. It comes out polished.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
When Mom said that God would punish us, she wasn't joking. He punished them in the name of the Father.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
The fact that she went to the cross first and not to the child made me sad. Father Popa told her not to lean on the table anymore because it's a sin. In the name of the Father, amen. He sinned because he was looking at girls and God drew his attention to it. Lie down, and after that, people still ask him why he's an atheist. Change the oil, get a facelift. It was only driven on weekends by a retiree, just to the store and back. The mileage is 100% real. Diesel particulate filter regeneration, service at 100,000. It's connected to the tester to clear errors. Software from Verico. The gearbox failed. He's resetting the computer. He's cleaning the catalytic converter because the turbo got stuck and there are problems with the exhaust gas recirculation. If you don't have a car, you wash what you have. With how high diesel prices have gotten, that's how we'll all end up. Did you do the interior too? Very cool. You know the interior is the most important. Grandpa when he was young. Make sure water doesn't get into the engine. Point of view, gas is 11 lei. He's washing its feet because he's bringing it in tonight. You forgot to check the pressure when you left. Like when you buy chips and think the bag is full. Apply marigold cream, it might improve. Search YouTube for epic comments. My sneakers looked like that as a kid because my mom bought them big so they'd fit the next year too. 2 band-aids were cheaper. Yeah, go, it looks good on you. Now I know where to keep my beer. Didn't you forget anything at home? He's dancing with joy. It passed inspection and will last 2 more years. Who knows how often that car paid for itself. At the inspection, open the doors. But why can't you see through them? You're pricey, sir. I found cheaper options. Yes, they're in fashion in Arjesh. Apples, father. They won't approve my technical inspection because my first aid kit is expired. The fuel in it costs more. If those traffic inspectors catch you, believe me, they'll even take your birth certificate. It was bought from an old lady. She only used it to go to church. news with jokes you can tell during a war, but also at parties. This is a bomb. It's going to be killer tonight. The front row is the worst. Everybody, hands up. No, everybody, hands up. I can handle more than 2 shots. I'm pretty wasted. Another one just went down. Man, how many more are coming? I hope I make it home. I'm selling a Golf 4. You shoot first. Why is everyone sleeping? We only have 1 life. Hey, protect yourself. They broke into my house again. You go in first. It's just us guys again.
Man, you forgot to give us homework.
I think the teacher threw it out too. The last one didn't have his backpack with him. He was the one who never has a pen, and he also threw the trash can lid. For us, it was funny. For you, throwing a chair would have worked. Those who threw backpacks and so on are the ones who will end up working in construction. Strawberry pickers. The future sounds good. Nerds never sit in the last row. Instant photo. He ruined him for life. Grandma's treats. This whipped cream tastes weird. Professional sniper. He gave him a blessing for luck and money when even what you love craps on you. Like the episode. That's what I'm saying. But when they saw the cat, they crapped themselves out of fear. Take it with bread. What a shitty situation. God, give me a sign. The sign. It doesn't get more traditional than this. The one in the back was sleeping. He screamed as a precaution. I'm not far, I'm under the table. The lady didn't scream for nothing. The life of the party. Good thing the vase didn't break. Anyway, no one was sitting at the table anymore. It's the gesture that counts. Enjoy your meal. Eat it with bread. The guy knocked her out. Well, the aunt was tough. The siren went off before the earthquake. That's how the lady swooned. Yeah, man, I knocked her out last night.
If I slap you, if I hit you, you'll say you got hit by a tramp with a car.
He reached the word limit. It's over. It's a combination between Windows and Android, but without an alphabet. Ms. Mate, when she's explaining,
If I give you a slap, if I give you a smack.
bingo, a line has been completed. That's how I am after I leave the gaming hall. I feel like I'm in the Romanian parliament. When you have just 3 megabytes of internet left and need to say something fast.
If I slap you, if I give you a smack.
System error. Even the tram has a car, and I don't.
Say that you were hit by the tram with the car.
You also messaged me that Instagram post where it claims, this is the nose of a Boeing plane after hitting a bird in flight. You can guess the comments. Now we want to see the bird. It hit a pterodactyl, a bird made by Volvo, a bird with Nokia-like toughness, a bird from Germany. They hit Bahoy when he was parachuting. He's the most porous. That's why they thought he was a bird. I wonder if the bird gave him insurance for the plane. Can someone explain to me in the end, do pigs fly? There was a toothpaste that helped with that. They didn't really use it. I think it was Diana Shoshowaka. It's taken for polishing. When the paper doesn't have any taste anymore, when it starts to hurt. He feels it with his finger until the paper doesn't have any smell anymore. The dog helps him. Instinct. You turn my world upside down with that. When it doesn't slip anymore. Approximately. Did you all have the same instructor at school? That's true friendship. All for one and one for all. Next time, all three should go in one car. What do we do with him, cousin? People say it's best to stick together in life, but not like this. I have Laguna parts if you need them. How much was the city? Alex was more ambitious. Moldova, the land of wonders, you're in a constant competition. From what I see, good luck. Hey, but don't you have a friend who knows how to drive? No hate. Your instructor must be proud. Champions of the commune. I feel like I saw a short presentation at TEFL. Did you become friends at the police? At accidents? The Powerpuff Girls? Tomorrow you'll see the Laguna on OLX. It doesn't knock, it doesn't rattle. That's how my patruco used to do too. No one, nothing. Harry Potter, meanwhile, in the schoolyard with his friends. I hope he gets better. When Florence Salam used to do things like this, isn't there anyone to read to him from the Bible? God's man, this Tsanka. Advertisement for Corona. And he's not talking about the beer. Hey, at least in the morning you don't have to clean up anymore. Someone should bite his finger quickly. Now musicians even perform exorcism. Do you renounce Satan? I renounce Satan. I've always said that Manele music is bad for your life. He reset him. No matter what happens, you should stay with me. I'm interested in where the glasses flew. X, how often did you watch it? Me.
No matter what happens, you should stay with me.
He probably has it on voice too. The same thing happened to me with one of the guys from the band 600 SL back in 2001. Only it was the song Pelas Pat. He changed her glasses style. He blew her away, worth every penny.
Romania, wake up! Nobody's doing anything. Romania, wake up!
We all avoid doing this on the subway with our headphones in. Now these guys are showing up here too. When you take the subway the wrong way. I don't know if you realize how good this comment is. What's going on in that person's mind? First, she has to wake up. She was near Nicolae Grigorescu in the morning. Same vibe. Be the stylish feminine version. Does Dana Budianu take the subway? My alarm in the morning.
Wake up!
That's right, we're awake. Good morning. We adopted all the West's good habits. Unironically, that was the most motivational concert I've ever heard.
Romania, wake up!
You're the only one who isn't waking up. Spaish. Isn't the saga over? What started the fight? The girl is right. We really are sleepy. Aquaman and his fantastic horse. The first man who wanted to see what happens if you put a white horse in the Black Sea. Did Harapalp cross the border into our country? Once upon a time. I'll have something to think about during the exam. He must have thought he was St. Peter, the premonitory dream of Vitória Lipan, Stefan the Great Black Sea. Live in the moment, live for now. Is the horse okay? Was I the only one wondering what would happen if that horse would... Mom, I want a jet ski. Mom, we already have one at home, jet ski tuned by Veriku. Perfume commercials be like,
Dare more with Nivea Men Deep Deodorants with intense fragrance, Amazonia and Espresso.
Pokemon, I choose you. That saying, the wave comes and takes my horse, is starting to come true.
And we continue again with justice doing its duty.
And of course, Justice was present with a beef chop, a chocolate yogurt, a plain yogurt. We have some mayonnaise there, President butter, and a strawberry jam.
Here, for dessert, it was a disaster. Since it was the end of the weekend, we got this. 2 eclairs, you know what I mean? Double portion, 2 cream cakes, disaster.
Here we have a fruit cocktail, we have some cheese and some curd cheese.
Here I'm a bit disappointed because they only gave me this beef chop. It could have been better, maybe with a side dish, some sauce or something.
It's fine, because the dessert here made up for everything. It was amazing.
Listen to him, he's a bit disappointed because of this beef steak.
I'm disappointed they only gave me this beef chop. It could have been better.
If you don't have TikTok or aren't familiar with it, it's a trend that appeared recently where these guys brag about the food they get in prisons abroad. And they get pretty good stuff.
Are you tired of the poverty in the country? Are you tired of worrying about tomorrow? Come on, I'm waiting for you in prison. And here you'll find Shanghai chicken, breaded zucchini, 2 fruit yogurts, ketchup, mayonnaise, cola, President butter, a garlic sauce like this for the chicken, a summer tomato salad, some cheese, 2 double portion pancakes, and a banana. Present justice, my friends. This time it came nicely by the book.
Baked or roasted in the oven?
Good here on the right. On the left it messed up badly. Here on the east side it turned out weak, really bad. It gave a mix of vegetables. Nothing. You can't make out anything from what's here. Here, in the desert it recovered a bit.
Moldovan brand cherry cake, sour cherries, pretty good.
I admit I broke the jewelry and surrender. I don't even eat this well at home. Are there any seats left? What grade point average do you need to get in? Hi, is there still the robbery test for admission, or has it been removed? Where's this restaurant? I'll pay rent just to be accepted. Is it based on your file or an entrance exam? I gave 1,000 lei at the wedding, and I didn't eat this well. Now I understand why they keep saying not to get fired from there. Do you also get a salary?